Bonjour, so hello my friends, bonjour les amis. So as you can see today I'm in the city, small city, city or village, maybe city. It's called Saint-Aignan. There is a lot of traffic in this place because in fact there is one of the biggest or maybe the biggest zoo in Europe, very close to here. So they benefit a lot from the zoo. And for some businesses here, the zoo really helped a lot the businesses because you can see all the traffic the people going through. But for other businesses it destroy everything. Of course, if you have your home, before there used to be nobody, and now you have all this traffic, the people coming through by car. So it's crazy. Since I'm here with you walking down the street, I'm going to tell you about the most common businesses that you find in a small city like this, or in a small village like this, in France. In fact, which businesses work, which commerce works best, you know. So first of all, the bread maker, you know, the ones that are the shops that sell the bread, the bakeries, you know. So you have bakeries everywhere, even in the smallest city here in France. You have several bakeries, at least 3, 4. And because people like to buy bread every day, you know. Second thing is what you see here, coffee place. This could be called a bar, it's a coffee place, restaurant. In fact, it's kind of a mixed. So some of them they will offer you people come here to talk, to have a drink, to drink a coffee, to drink some alcohol, and sometimes to eat. So though normally you have some difference, like the restaurant will offer more the food, and the bar is more the place where you take the coffee. You also there in this place you also buy the cigarettes, so, and play at the lotto, so people go there all the time. So you have many bar, coffee place. You see in the small city village where I'm staying now. Even you have like 2 bakeries. At sometimes once there was 3, but one of them went bankrupt or closed the shop. And then you have about 3 bars, coffee bar. So you can see how it is. Then what else? And for the rest, the other shops, it's not that you don't have that many. For the other shops, you used to have the clothes, like here, the clothes, the shoes, but it's not easy because people start to buy online. One thing that you have a lot is the real estate agency. So here you have a real estate agency, because especially in the countryside, because you have so many, and everywhere in fact, because you have so many people who buy and sell their property because they don't want to live there anymore, you know. So you have here a real estate agency. What else? For the rest, it just depends. You have some insurance company. Here you have several. Usually you have 2 or 3 insurance company. Then the rest is not so many. Like the hairdresser, you have some hairdresser. But yes, the hairdresser, you have some hairdresser. It always works. Then the rest, it really depends. And we are going to eat here. So I will just show you. I will just go here and leave you. Maybe I just walk a little bit down the street to talk a little bit more, and then I leave you. What else? Yeah, you see, this is a hairdresser. The other one is a hairdresser. The insurance company. Then you might have some other places. As I tell you, the clothes, the place that sells the clothes, or the place that sells the antiquities, but these kind of places is quite often they will go bankrupt. Here what I noticed is, I will maybe discuss this in another video, there are many people who come here to the countryside in order to open a business. They open a shop. Why is that? Because the rent is low. So they will think, okay, the rent is low, I can do it. I can do it because the rent is low. I don't need to sell so many products, and I can make a living. You always have a flower shop also. Usually, even in the smallest village, you always have one flower shop. Because for the wedding, for the burial, for all the special event, people will buy flowers. Also, I forgot sometimes but it's not always, but you always have one place that sells the wine or two places that sell the wine. Look at the church here. This church, I think I showed you last year. They have in below the church you have the old one, but it's almost I think it's almost destroyed, because last time I went, they have no money to keep it in to renovate it. And below you see it's the 11th century. You have a crypt, so with the painting from the 11th century. So you have the church here, and on the other side you have the castle. We cannot visit the castle inside because it's a private castle. On this you see. What's interesting also is they wrote on the church, you see, République Française, French Republic. Why is that? Because at the time you had always the fight between the church and the state, and then the state they wanted to show, look, we are the one who decide here, And there is the nest here from the swallow, les hirondelles, you see. So they wrote it on the church because there was always the fight, and then it means even the church must abide and the religion must abide to the law of the state. Even it's a secular state, they must abide to the law of the state. That's what's really nice is that, but unfortunately, I think that there is no house that was destroyed. In many places you have the one home that will be gone, and they will put a modern building instead of it. And at some point, that's what will happen, since there is less and less money. That's also another subject that I wanted to discuss. But now the French state is getting bankrupt. So what they do is they don't give any more money, they don't give any more subsidies to the city. So here this year in this city I saw that they cut down the budget. The state doesn't give them any more money. So the state, we have huge tax every month, and even though we have huge tax, they don't give any more to the cities because they cannot anymore. So means the city, they just tell the city, oh, you do as you just do by yourself. We cannot give you anything anymore. Just just take care by yourself, because this I was looking at this. So it's really so what the small cities will do is they try sometimes to increase the tax themselves, but they cannot do it too much because they cannot increase the tax if the people cannot pay. If the people don't have jobs or don't have a high income, they cannot pay higher tax. So the city sometimes cannot increase the tax. So. One more thing also about the restaurant, a new trend that I saw everywhere. This is the junk food. Junk food, so it means pizza and kebab. Pizza, kebab, they open everywhere. I guess because people like to have a hamburger, or a pizza or kebab, and you don't have any McDonald's, KFC in all these places, and the rent is very low. So I guess you can make a living from it. Also, you always have the tourists, and the tourists, but they don't know what to eat, so they would rather go for a pizza or kebab. They know it will be cheap, they know what to expect, rather than go inside a real restaurant. So that's what happens now. So it's a kind of a pity, I think, but I saw it everywhere. I was very surprised. Oh, you have more and more pizza. Pizza, it has always been the case, but now you have the kebab. So, and or also Asian restaurant, Chinese restaurant everywhere. I will leave you for now. Take care and see you next time. You see, this is to take the water from the underground, a water pump. Okay, take care. See you next time. Au revoir les amis.